Today, I want to talk about NFTs and copyright. See, I've been doing this 100-day rap NFT challenge where for every single day, I create a rap music video and I list it on this website to sell it. My goal with this project was really not to make a huge amount of money off of rap music videos, but it was to understand this technology that is even allowing us to sell music videos. I'll tell you, I've definitely learned all that after 15 days of doing the project, and I ran into an issue where on day 15, I got a little bit lazy. Normally, my workflow is to go on Epidemic Sound. This is a site that I use to find music tracks for my YouTube videos. My normal workflow is I go in here and I listen to a bunch of tracks. Let's say I play this one. So I usually skip forward a little bit when the bass kicks in, and then I, jam to it a little bit. I pull out my Notion document and you can see here I'm writing some lyrics and I just start writing to it. And then I record it, put it into GarageBand, do some mixing to make it sound good. And I will find some way to add a video part of it. Like with this song on day 12, I actually did this entirely with B-roll that I had recorded. In 2018 when I went on a trip to China, and this rap is about a trip to China that I went on.
Life I would be living if my parents didn't move out to the States to build a better life. I would be in China speaking Chinese with a Chinese wife.
Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do a selfie video. Sometimes I'll do an entirely animated face on a banana. So I've just been playing with all these different ways to put together in a video. And then I'll mint it on OpenSea. So I'll go on here, I'll open up my collections, and then I'll go into this 100 days of rap. And here, you can see I have a bunch of raps that I've minted. And so people can actually go in here, and they've actually bought one or two of these, which I was surprised by, but some people really like the raps. So that was all cool and fine. Now, I got into a little bit of a conversation with a rapper because on day 15, I did a study of another rapper's flow. I covered Xavy Rusan's verse on this song called City of Mine. And that's because I found this track on Epidemic Sounds and I was like, wow, I love the track. And I especially love his verse. It's so chill. Normally I'll write my own lyrics, but this time I copied his lyrics and I delivered his lyrics basically. So I listed this piece on OpenSea and then I posted about it on Twitter. And the original tweet is deleted now, but Xavy found the tweet and he tweeted something like, you better give me 99% of the proceeds of the sale or I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. Something along those lines, okay? So I was like, yo, no disrespect. I can take it off if you want. I found it on Epidemic Sounds with an active sub and I figured that could be the copyright. I love your verse on that track, man. Don't want to beef or anything. Because he was being really direct, right? Like, I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. Like, that was his, quote tweet. It wasn't like a DM. It was, on his feed, putting me on blast. It just felt very, in my face. I wasn't sure if he was going to respond, so I also looped in Epidemic Sound because I was like, that's where I used this, got the track from. And then he was like, yo, that's cool and everything, but this is not something you're allowed to do with it. You can't sell my song as an NFT like it's yours, that this ain't that, and there's no need to ask nobody else. I'm telling you what it is straight like that. So what I asked was, I'm putting my energy into learning your words and making my own audio mix, my own video, and I'm licensed to use the background track from Epidemic Sound. So this is the part I'm confused about, what is the license cover? I'm not selling your song as an NFT, I'm selling my interpretation of your song as an NFT, and that's where my confusion is. And then he was like, okay, well, if you think it's a game, go ahead and keep playing if you want to. I ain't really got too much to say about it. Lol. And I was like, no, not playing any games. I took down the rap. It's no longer for sale. Just wanted to learn. So Xavy's DMs were closed, but I tweeted him and he was like, I appreciate you reaching out and being very mature about the situation. I'd love to chat. So that was cool. He was chill about that. And I asked, hey, what do you think about raps being minted as NFTs? What do you think about people remixing music for sale as art on NFT marketplaces? And do you have an opinion on what distributors like Epidemic Sound should do to protect musicians better now that NFTs are coming out? I did reach out to Epidemic Sound and I was like, hey, I'm a happy subscriber, but this artist wasn't happy about how I used it. And they said, hey there, thanks for reaching out. You are allowed to cut and or loop our tracks to fit your audio, visual, or podcast production. You may not make edited or remixed versions of our tracks available via any platform such as Apple Music, Spotify, or SoundCloud, for example. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing those. You may not register the edited track in any content ID system, nor register with any collecting society or similar organization. Any other use of our music than is expressly permitted by our licenses constitutes copyright infringement. We also do not allow for our music or parts of it to be used in NFTs at this time. So this was the part that I was like, okay, now I have an explicit answer. It's clear. I'm gonna stop doing this. I hope this clears things up for you. Please let us know if you need anything else. All the best, Luke. And I was like, gotcha, thanks. So that's where I'm at today. I'm pausing this project because I need to now find places where I can get music. And I know music is actually really hard to make. If you produce a really nice beat and you want to release it as a song, I mean, it's definitely, I'm not saying I should be able to get free music from places and then profit off of it. So first of all, if you make music or if you have music you would love for me to feature on my NFT collection, then please reach out on Twitter or my email, and I would love to work with you, and you can get a cut of the NFT proceeds if that's what you want. I don't really care. It'd be just nice to be able to continue making raps. And number two, I have so many questions about NFTs and copyright now. Now we have this new technology, which is NFTs. I don't have to go on OpenSea to mint an NFT like I have been doing. I don't have to use their smart contracts. I don't have to use this known address with my known Gmail. If I wanted to, I could code my own smart contract, my own code, and use an anonymous account that has never been, associated with any identification before, and mint NFTs that are basically just copy of artists' work. I wonder how that's going to be policed or regulated in going into the future. So I feel like right now we're super early and no one really knows the answer to that. I just wanted to share all of that. I think it's really interesting, and I think it's something very practical and very big that everybody should keep an eye on going into the future. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will talk to you next time.